So, debtors. A person or a firm who owes a money to a person, another person or a firm is called the debtor. ഒരു വ്യക്തി അല്ലെ ഒരു ഫേം മറ്റൊരു വ്യക്തി അല്ലെ മറ്റൊരു ഫേമിന് കൊടുക്കാനുള്ള എമൗണ്ട് who owes the money to another, that is the debtor. The amount due from a debtor is called the debt. The total amount due to a business firm from all the debtors at the end of an accounting period is known as sundry debtors or trade debtors or book debts. So the sundry debtors or trade debts, what is that? The total amount due to a business firm. The total amount due to that business firm from all the debtors, that is called the for the accounting period, that is called the sundry debtors. So debtors are persons or firm from whom a business has to recover the money or the accounts of the goods or goods sold or services rendered on credit basis. Credit that is to be given to some other, either a person or a firm itself. That is called the debtors. It may be classified into good debts are there, doubtful debts are there, bad debts are there, and bad debts are there. So three types: good debts, then doubtful debts, and bad debts. Three types of debts are there. Good debts, nalla kadanga, kittan chance ulla kadanga. Pinne doubtful debts, they are having the doubt that they need to get it or not. And the third one is the bad debts. So the third one is the bad debts. So under that, what is a good debt, what is a doubtful debt, and what is a bad debt? So the meaning is good debts nalla kadanga, that is the amount can be fully realized, fully corrected. Doubtful debts, so it can be a part only, can be what we need to realize it, and nothing to be realizable, that is the bad debt. So understood? Debtors and good debts, doubtful debts, and bad debts. Then we are going to see creditors. But debtors എന്താണെന്ന് മനസ്സിലായി, അതുപോലെ creditors. So what is a creditor? A person or a firm to whom the money is owing is called the creditor. ആർക്കാണോ കിട്ടാൻ പോകുന്നത് അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ആർക്കാണോ കൊടുക്കേണ്ടത് അതാണ് creditor. So a person or a firm to whom the money is owing, ആർക്കോ ആണോ കൊടുക്കാനുള്ളത് അതാണ് what is that? Creditors. A creditor is a person to whom the business owes the money. So a creditor is a person to whom the business can owe the money. The total amount due from a firm to all the creditors at the end of an accounting period is called sundry creditors or trade creditors. So, like sundry debtors, who is the one receiving that? Isn't it? That is the sundry creditors. So, a person or a firm to whom the money is owing, ആർക്കാണോ കൊടുക്കാനുള്ളത്, മറ്റേത് ആർക്കാണോ കിട്ടാനുള്ളത്. Okay. So, a person or a firm to whom the money is owing is called the creditor, and a creditor is a person to whom the business is owing the money. Then, the total amount due from a firm to all the creditors at the end of an accounting period is called the sundry creditors or trade creditors. It is a liability also. So, this is an asset, this is a liability. Understood? So this is the relation between debtor and creditor. So sundry debtors are there, all the total of all the debtors, all the amount need to get it from. That is for an accounting period. This is to whom need to pay. Adana sundry creditors. So we see debtor creditor relation. Next is the stock. Stock. എന്താണ് സ്റ്റോക്ക് എന്നുള്ളതാണ് നമ്മൾ കാണുന്നത്. So, what is a stock? The value of the goods remaining unsold within a business concern on a particular date is called a stock. The value of the goods remaining unsold, വിറ്റുവരവില്ലാത്ത സാധനങ്ങൾ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ വിൽക്കാതെ പോയ സാധനങ്ങൾ, that is to be kept in our firm. Adana in a business concern on a particular date, that is called the stock. Stock refers to the goods held for sale in the ordinary course of business or for the consumption in the production of goods or services for sale. So, stock refers to the goods held for sale in the ordinary course of business. അതിന്റെ യഥാർത്ഥ കാലയളവിൽ ആ ഒരു ബിസിനസ് നടത്തിക്കൊണ്ട് പോകുന്ന ആ ഒരു കാലയളവിൽ, that is to be for the ordinary course of business, that it is held for sale. That stock is held for the goods that is held for sale. അതായത് വിൽക്കുന്നതിന് വേണ്ടിയിട്ട് കൂട്ടിയിട്ടിരിക്കുന്നു, അതാണ് എന്തെന്ന് പറയുന്നത്, that is a stock, or for the consumption in the production of the goods or the services for sale. So stock refers to the goods that is held for sale in the ordinary course of business or for the consumption in the production of goods or services for sale. So stock at the beginning of an accounting period is called opening stock. So term is stock. നമ്മുടെ കയ്യിൽ എന്താണ് മിച്ചമുള്ളത്, വിറ്റുവരവിന് ശേഷം നമ്മുടെ കയ്യിലുള്ള എന്താണ് നമ്മൾ സൂക്ഷിച്ചിരിക്കുന്നത്, ഓക്കെ, അത് അസറ്റാണ്, കറന്റ് അസറ്റാണ് സ്റ്റോക്ക് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. അപ്പോൾ നമ്മുടെ കയ്യിൽ എന്താണ് ഉള്ളത് ആ ഇത് നമ്മൾ സ്റ്റോർ ചെയ്യും, അതാണ് വാട്ട് ഈസ് ദാറ്റ് സ്റ്റോക്ക്. അത് രണ്ട് തരത്തിലുണ്ട്. ആദ്യം ഒരു ബിസിനസ് തുടങ്ങുന്ന സമയത്തുള്ളതാണെങ്കിൽ, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഒരു മാസത്തിന്റെ ആദ്യമാണെങ്കിൽ, ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് കോൾഡ് ഓപ്പണിംഗ് സ്റ്റോക്ക് അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ക്ലോസിംഗ് സ്റ്റോക്ക്. So this is the thing. Stock at the beginning of an accounting period is called the opening stock, and at the end of the accounting period is called the closing stock. In the case of a manufacturing concern, stock consists of raw materials, work in progress, and finished goods. The partly finished goods or incomplete work is called work in progress. അപ്പം മൂന്ന് തരത്തിലുണ്ടാകുന്ന സ്റ്റോക്ക്. റോ മെറ്റീരിയൽ എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ അസംസ്കൃത വസ്തുക്കൾ, ഇതിൽ നിന്നാണ് പ്രൊഡക്ഷൻ നടക്കുന്നത്. Then WIP means what? Work in progress. That is RM തുടങ്ങി പ്രൊഡക്ഷൻ പക്ഷെ തീർന്നിട്ടില്ല. And finally finished goods എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ that the production is finished. അപ്പോൾ അതാണ് ഓർക്കേണ്ട കേസ്. RM means the raw material, WIP means the work in progress, and the FG means finished goods or finished stock. Clear? So this is the stock. Next is net worth. Next term is net worth. Net worth. So what is a net worth? Net worth or owner's equity is the difference between assets and outside liability. അതായത് അസറ്റ്സും വെളിയിൽ കൊടുത്തു തീർക്കാനുള്ള ബാധ്യതകൾ എന്തൊക്കെയുണ്ടോ അതും അസറ്റും തമ്മിലുള്ള, നമ്മുടെ ആസ്തിയും തമ്മിലുള്ള ഡിഫറൻസ് എന്താണോ അതിനെയാണ് നെറ്റ് വർത്ത് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. ഇറ്റ് കൺസിസ്റ്റ് ഓഫ് ദ ക്യാപിറ്റൽ ആൻഡ് റീറ്റെയിൻഡ് ഏർണിംഗ്സ്. സോ ടു തിങ്സ് ആർ ദെയർ അണ്ടർ ദ നെറ്റ് വർത്ത്: അസറ്റ്സ് മൈനസ് ഔട്ട്സൈഡ് ലയബിലിറ്റി. ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് ദി നെറ്റ് വർത്ത് എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ ആ ബിസിനസ്സിനകത്ത് ഇപ്പം മൂല്യമുള്ളത് എന്താണ്, നെറ്റ് വാല്യൂ, വാട്ട് ഈസ് ഹാവിംഗ്. Okay, the items that is having the net value, that is called the net worth. So it consists of the capital and the retained earnings. അതായത് retained earnings എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ നമ്മൾ പ്രോഫിറ്റിനെ എന്ത് ചെയ്തു വെക്കുന്നു, പ്രോഫിറ്റ് സൂക്ഷിച്ചു വെക്കുന്നു ഏതെങ്കിലും ഒരു വർഷം, for not to distribute as dividend, but instead of that we need to retain it as earnings. അതാണ് retained earnings അല്ലെങ്കിൽ പ്ലഫിംഗ് ബാക്ക് ഓഫ് പ്രോഫിറ്റ് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. അതായത് വീണ്ടും വിത്ത് പാകി എന്താ ഉഴുത് ആണല്ലോ അത് എന്ത് വരുന്നത്, അരിമണിയായിട്ട് വരുന്നത്. അതുപോലെ തന്നെയാണ് ദിസ് പ്ലഫിംഗ് ബാക്ക് ഓഫ് പ്രോഫിറ്റ് ഓർ റീറ്റെയിൻഡ് ഏർണിംഗ്സ് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. സോ ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് ദി നെറ്റ് വർത്ത്. ദെൻ അനദർ ടേം ഈസ് ഗുഡ്സ്. സാധനങ്ങൾ, സ്റ്റോക്ക്, ഗുഡ്സ്. സോ ഗുഡ്സ് ആർ ദ ആർട്ടിക്കിൾസ്, കമോഡിറ്റീസ് ഓർ ദ മെർക്കൻഡൈസ് ഇൻ വിച്ച് ദ ബിസിനസ് ഡീൽസ്. So the commodity, the article or the merchandise in which the business deals. For a cloth merchant, cloth, and for a dealer, furniture. The furniture are the goods. So ഒരു cloth merchant ന് cloth എന്ന പോലെ തന്നെ ഒരു ഫർണിച്ചറിന് the furniture are the goods, സാധനങ്ങൾ. അപ്പോൾ എന്തെല്ലാം നമ്മൾ കണ്ടു, ബിസിനസ് ട്രാൻസാക്ഷൻ എന്താണെന്ന് കണ്ടു, isn't it? We will check it once again. What are the terms? So business transaction, what is capital, then drawings, assets, different types of assets, liability, different types of liability. Then today we see the debtors, then the different types of debtors, then creditors, then stock and net value or net worth at goods. So these are some of the terms that affects the accounting things. ഇതാണ് ഓർക്കേണ്ടത്. ഇതിനകത്ത് അസറ്റ്സ് വളരെ നന്നായിട്ട് ഓർത്തിരിക്കേണ്ടതാണ് because some of the questions will ask from that area. Then, in continuation, there are two systems of accounting. That is, one is single entry system. Another one is double entry system. Single entry system and double entry system. So, what is a single entry? What is a double entry? From the name itself, single entry means one entry need to be passed. Double entry, two entries need to be passed. So, I think for the commerce graduate, this is commerce stream students, it is very easy, but for the others also need to know. Because sometimes always asking the question is, what is a double entry system? So we will see what is a single entry and what is a double entry. So single entry system, a system of accounting that does not follow the principle of double entry. Appo endana double entry ennu arthikka? Double entry principle follow cheyyatha systemത്തിനെയാണ് single entry system of accounting ennu parayunnu. So under this system, two aspects of the certain transactions are recorded. രണ്ട് aspect, debit aspect, credit aspect. So there will be a debit, corresponding credit also will be there. അത് നിങ്ങൾ പിന്നാലെ പഠിക്കുന്നുണ്ട്. അതല്ല single entry systemത്തിനകത്ത് either one of the transaction only or either the debit aspect only need to record or both the things need to be recorded or ignoring all the things. അതാണ് നോക്കേണ്ടത്. So under the system, two aspects of certain transactions are recorded, only one aspect of certain other transactions is recorded, and certain transactions are not only recorded. So that is the case. It is a combination of double entry, single entry, or no entry. So only personal accounts of debtors and creditors are kept in the books of such account. No nominal or real account, അതായത് expense, rent, അങ്ങനെയൊക്കെയുള്ളത് asset, ഇതൊന്നും under not to be maintained under which one single entry system. അപ്പോൾ അത് ഒരു യഥാർത്ഥ മെത്തേഡ് അല്ല എന്നുള്ളതാണ് പറയുന്നത്. കാരണം for every debit there will be a corresponding credit for all the transactions. But in this case, it is not to be taken care. Adana, either both the things are recorded, both the aspects are recorded, or one aspect of certain items are recorded, or transactions are recorded, or omitting all the things. Adana single entry system. That is not to follow the double entry system. That is the single entry system. While double entry system, every business transaction has two aspects. There will be a debit aspect and a credit aspect. The receipt of benefit on account of the business transaction is called the debit aspect. So the receipt, and also the giving aspect, that is the paying aspect, that is the credit aspect. Two aspect of the double entry principle. One is the debit aspect and another is the credit aspect. The receiving aspect, that is the debit aspect, and the giving aspect, that is the credit aspect. So that is the case. Every business transaction has two aspects, a debit aspect and also a credit aspect. The receipt of the benefit on account of a business transaction is called the debit aspect, and the giving of benefit due to a business transaction is called the credit aspect, and the debit aspect will be equal to the credit aspect. From 20,000 രൂപയ്ക്ക് സാധനം മേടിച്ചെങ്കിൽ there will be a corresponding debit and also a corresponding credit with the same amount. 20,000 തന്നെ ആ എമൗണ്ടിന്റെ ഈക്വലന്റ് ആയിട്ടുള്ള both the aspects are there. Clear? So that is the case. Debit aspect and credit aspect of the receiving aspect and the giving aspect. അതാണ് ഓർക്കേണ്ടത്. Receiving aspect, that is the debit aspect, and giving aspect, that is the credit aspect. Then a system of accounting recognizing and recording both the debit and credit aspects of all the business transactions in the books of accounts is called double entry system of accounting. It is the only scientific system and developed by Luca Pacioli, an Italian mathematician in 1494. Therefore, he is called the father of accounting. He is called the father of accounting. So that is the case. System of accounting recognizing and recording both the debit and credit aspect of all the transactions. Ella business transaction debit aspect, credit aspect, that is to be recorded and recognized. That system of accounting is called double entry system of accounting. So a system of accounting recognizing and recording both the debit and credit aspect of all the business transactions in the books of accounts, that is called a double entry system of accounting. So what we see today is some other business transaction, the terms are, some other business terms are there, like we see in the previous classes, that is the business transaction. What is a business transaction? What is a capital? What is a drawing? What is an asset? Different type of asset. What is a liability? Different type of liability. What is it, or who is a debtor and who is a creditor, and what are the types of debts, like that. Then we see the net worth and the what is a goods, എന്താണ് സാധനങ്ങൾ or article എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്, and also the stock. And we see today what is a single entry as well as double entry system. So single entry means only either the single aspect of a transaction need to record it, or both the aspect need to record it, or ignore both. That is the single entry system from the name itself. While double entry system, either the debit aspect is there and the credit aspect, and in a books of accounts, both the aspect need to record. That is called the double entry system of accounting, and it is to be propounded by Luca Pacioli, the father of accounting, in which year? It is 1494. So that is the case, a system of accounting recognizing and recording both the debit and credit aspect of all the business transactions in the books of accounts is called double entry system. The debit aspect in the sense means it is the receiving aspect, and the credit aspect is the giving or paying aspect. So this is the double entry system of accounting. So today I'm going to wind up the session, and also till what day I will be here, I will take your classes also, until and unless my visa is to be getting like that. So don't worry. So I will handle the same. At least I need to get a reliever. Then only I will hand over this thing to the other person. So please have a look at today's topics, and please see what need to be like that. And if there is any doubt, please let me know. Thank you for that.